come to Bryson, Tennessee, between Pulaski and the Alabama line, you'll find the Corner Pit Barbecue, and that's about it. Kristen Pfeiffer, one of the owners of the pit, says that wasn't always the case here.
This used to be a town. There was a blacksmith shop over there. There used to be a store right here. There was a hattery here. And then I guess when the economy changed in the 40s and everybody moved and left, this little town just went away.
Kristen's husband Bill actually bought the place and convinced Kristen and the rest of the family that the pit should be reopened. It'd be good for business, you see.
I'm a farmer foremost, and I got the restaurant to be able to market my beef.
I see.
So that was the only reason I bought it, was to be able to find a way to be able to market our farm products. And it's turned out well. Number 31 right here. I thought this would be an excellent opportunity to be able to go from just being a cattle farmer to taking it all the way from pasture to plate. It's really neat when you can put it all together and you've taken it all the way from that calf and then you've put that plate out the window, and they're sitting at the table eating it, and you think, well, wow, I've had control and been able to do that all the way through is probably the most rewarding thing I've ever done. The amount of red tape to be able to get through, to be able to sell meat direct was overwhelming at first, but then as we went through and systematically figured out where the problem was going to be, we were able to finally get it. And it took about 4 solid years to be able to figure out a method that the health department was comfortable with, that USDA was comfortable with, and finally we got everybody on the same page and we made it reality.
No doubt, but Bill also had another motive for reopening the place, which has been here in some form or fashion since 1965, to save some of the history of the pit and of Bryson.
There's lots of history on this little corner of Tennessee. In fact, this place right over here has been through a lot since it first became a barbecue place back in 1965. It's burned 6 times. Now, if you were a pessimistic man, you might say, I don't believe I'll buy this place and put another barbecue restaurant in it, but Bill Pfeiffer is not a pessimistic fella. He's an optimistic man. Optimistic, but careful.
We moved the pits slightly away from the building. I think that was I started thinking of the situation. I thought, that's the problem, was the pits are too close. So we have an enclosed pits that are still all wood-fired, but we got them just a little ways away from the building. We're not going to repeat it.
No more fires, except the one that keeps the barbecue coming.
We cook fresh every night, and we start out about 10:30, 11 o'clock or whatever. My son comes in and preps the meat, and we get it on the grill. We try to make sure it's on that smoker no later than 11 o'clock at night. We cook it all night long. I come in about 5:30, make sure the fire's right, get it going good, and then we wrap it and let it wait until 11 o'clock when everybody shows up. And we used to sell 1 brisket every Saturday. Now sometimes we sell 1 brisket every 12 minutes.
Hey, I need a sandwich, buddy.
Okay, no mayonnaise, pickles, and slaw.
There's some fire, too, in the barbecue sauce, the recipe for which has been closely guarded for half a century.
This restaurant came with a sauce. It's called Original and Original Hot, are the two that have been here since 1965. Very closely guarded. Nobody would ever let the recipe. Well, one of the previous owner's wife was nice enough to give us that recipe, and we've been able to start making the sauce for here, and it is really what makes this place is the sauce. We have people come from Canada come get a gallon of sauce. It's a unique sauce. It's like no other barbecue sauce, and it has really been a blessing that we were able to get that recipe. You would never be able to find this place unless you can get on your phone. You can look at Facebook. We have a website, Foursquare, Urban Spoon, all these different places that we've been able to get on. We get reviews. These reviews reach out to just hundreds of people driving down the interstate that then make the 2-mile short trip to come over here. Probably over half our business comes from people that get it off of social media.